A couple months ago, we ran an event on our TF2's server where we played nothing but Minecraft-themed maps, and now we're going to rank all of them from the best to the worst. If you want to be part of our next TF2 event, join the Discord in the description and wait for us to announce them there. First up, we have PL Minepit, originally called PL Minecraft. It was actually featured on the TF2 blog, and this is, as far as I know, the first Minecraft-themed map, all the way back in 2009. It's a standard payload, you know, single stage, but it has a lot of ways to be tackled. Ain't that right, guys? What do you think?
It was madness. Mining madness. Minecraft mayhem. Yep, I fucking...
I took, for the maps we played, I took a few spark notes.
Go on, Samuel. Here's what the spark notes as you did.
Exactly. The one note that I took of this map was that it is very easy to flank and get around. It is basically possible to get anywhere on the map at any time. It doesn't matter what point the attack is on or the defense is on, you know. You can kind of just run around each other, which it's hectic, but it's good crack. Like, it's fun.
There's like no skybox limit that you'll like ever hit. You can jump over like all the walls, every building almost.
I really love how you can just jump over the like starting wall and just
right into the enemy team. Like,
yeah, that was awesome.
There was some breakable blocks and stuff. Like, you could break a diamond ore to get like ammo, and you could make your own little sniper sightline by like breaking down one of the walls.
Just like in Minecraft.
Oh,
the
it was
sightlines.
Minecraft.
Oh, watch out for the skeleton sightline.
There was like an Easter egg where it was like a cobblestone block that was like begging you to hit it, and I hit it and like a creeper spawned and killed me. Thing is, I had like 80% uber, so I was well pissed.
I like that you can like break a lot of the blocks and make your own little sight lines, but I didn't find any of them in good spots or like really useful. Like, I saw there was one that was really good, but other than that, there was never another time where it was like really useful.
Another thing about that map, it's pretty vertical. There's like 3 levels, I think, on like the second half of it. There's like the ground floor, then you have that bridge where the cart is, and you have even like a level above that. And I found that really interesting because you were constantly going like up and down and all around, you know, Sonic style, trying to get to the cart.
the thing is, the cart, it only moves on the one level. You are right about what you said with like the verticality, but the cart only kind of stays on the middle level. I think it would have been cooler if they kind of had it go underground, like into a mine shaft and then up into the sky or whatever. But like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was good crack.
For the first ever trade Minecraft, it was very charming, very short, snappy. It was really small. I'm thinking like first point of hoodoo small. It's about the same size of that, and it's just that over and over again. But for what it is, it's simple, it's fun, it's a little bit cramped, a little bit of that 2009 TF2 madness that we got with them demos spamming their stickies, which I mean that still happens today, yeah. Soldiers, just like, oh, you know, like the Dust Bowl lineup. But for what it is, it's good. It's good fun.
I did think there was a really weird bit where you push the cart over like a little plateau, and then you have to push it all the way back to where it was, and it felt like really weird. You push a cart all the way up to one place, and you have to bring it back.
That does make it really fun on defense though. It's like a really good spamming hallway.
Pretty well designed, honestly. I mean, you know, obviously it's a community Minecraft map in 2009, but it's pretty decently designed.
Other than the like couple sight lines that were like very obviously kind of like dog shit.
I think the first point is really good too, like with the water and the bridge. Like, it's all really charming. A last thing I want to say about this map is that the TNT minecart that you push was actually big enough to like stand behind and block headshots. And as a heavy, that was like really fun. I want to see that more with payloads. I think this one, honestly, an A tier for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also think this one's like an A.
Yeah, no, I could definitely go like A or B. A or B.
Put it an A, baby. Put it an A. It's an A star, folks.
A tier!
We tried our best.
Diamonds! We found diamonds!
Party, do the intro for the next one.
S tier, move on.
Okay.
So this map is a special request by me. Long ago, before there were the Party Pug TVs and the Not Sam Gs, there was a young British boy of a dream of just making some friends, a dream of fragging out like his big brother he used to see him do on Modern Warfare 2. They say that every soldier needs the right training ground in order to succeed in the battlefield, and this this, baby, is what I would call the training ground for the youth of our generation. That is me, Indy, and the rest of us here. Trade Minecraft, UK, GHS, whatever you want to call it. When I'm thinking Trade Minecraft, I'm thinking this map right here. Now, some of you in the audience, you're going to be seeing these plans that Azel's editing on the screen. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this bullshit? But let me tell you something right now. You had to be there to understand the peak of this map. Well, we got our competitive boys in the crowd, and they may be noticing a few issues with this map, like how there's a massive sniper sightline immediately from spawn, but you just got to take that as part of the charm. There are sniper initiation battles in this map. I like to call it the sniper checkmate. You see one boy going sniper and picking off all the boys from in front of the middle. One boy on the other team is eventually going to go sniper, and then these two are going to be fighting on the top of these ledges, and it's going to be like an endless stalemate. And this map taught me so much. This map taught me to have some balls, because the first thing that happened when I played on this map when I was a kid, I joined in and I was about 11 years old, and I said, hey guys, having a good time, what's going on? And some guy immediately says to me, shut the fuck up, kid, why don't you kill yourself, man? And from that day forth, that gave me a backbone. I knew to fight. It gave me a platform to fight against. Because the thing is, right, if someone said that to me
shut
in year
shut the
7,
fuck up, stop speaking, stop speaking,
stop
fucking speaking.
If someone said that to me in year 7,
oh my
right,
god,
they
stop
would have just kicked
talking.
my ass if I fought back. But here, I could beat their ass as
talking.
sniper. Sam, I'm on a fucking floor, right? This map means a lot to me.
So it's clear that Party has a lot of nostalgia for this map, but as someone who doesn't, this is a very run-of-the-mill trade map with a lot of
run-of-the-mill. I'll run you up a mill. Fuck you.
Can we get a mute on him for like a second? Just like gag him.
It has a lot of interesting areas. The underground area with like the little cages you can open and close. There's a lot of secrets, a lot of little trolling opportunities and whatnot. And people made it a whole thing to get into these little secret areas and defend them. I think it's an incredibly charming map. I see why you like it so much, and I see if I was on
this was my childhood. This was my child. Most kids were born and raised in nurseries by their parents or on the great farmlands. But this is where I was raised.
All right, you've had the floor.
I think it's, as like, you know, it's fairly standard trade map, but like if you grew up on it, I could definitely see the enjoyment. But
thousands of hours spent sniping,
the fuck up, mate.
battling. Not only in game, but with wits and voice chat.
Can we just put this one in S tier and move on?
Yep. S tier.
Whatever, get him off the fucking topic.
I was gonna say a bit. I didn't even get like a one word in, but I mean, like, yeah, true.
Exactly.
I was gonna say like as a trade map, I think it's like one of the best trade maps I've got, because it has like actually a perfect mix of everything, of those like, you know, annoying like mini games that nobody's actually ever doing except when they're like bored at the computer. Got like, you know, the fucking ring. The whole thing with trade maps is that like really you make your own fun. You either like trade and talk, or like you go on ahead and like make your own objective, whether it's like fragging out or like actively like camping one spot and stopping the enemy team from coming in. And like this map covers all the bases as the game mode of trade. This is like, I think, my favorite so far. None of the other trade maps I've ever played have all the bases covered.
I would have gone A or B, but I don't like...
No, Sam, but the thing is, you're not me, and I couldn't have been where I am today without this map.
Would you rather be on this or like the most famous Minecraft trade map of all time? That's like the fucking, it's got the 4 biomes like next to each other.
Oh no, that
you get
one's
sniped
dog
from the other
ass.
end.
It's got no variety.
That one overhyped as hell, and I do not like it whatsoever.
They should switch it with this one.
Realms is mid. Realms is like C tier compared to this.
Exactly. Like, it's got the Aether, it's got Herobrine, but like, what's he doing in there? Nothing. Doesn't even kill you.
The thing is with this one, people were trying to find Herobrine. He could have been there. We just haven't found him yet. This map is beautiful. S tier. Let's move on. Otherwise, I'm gonna go on another round.
All right. Next up, we had King of the Hill, Mineland.
Kind of shit.
Yeah. You'll notice that I put in the image of the Nether supposedly being in that map, and we never found it.
Yeah, we never found. That's true. I was looking for it. I was like, it wasn't that in the...
I don't know where the Nether is. I don't know where this map image is in the map.
So basically, it's a King of the Hill map with like a control point on a big flat hill surrounded by completely flat land. Now you might be thinking to yourself, oh, it's Minecraft, we're supposed to be flat. This one is like an ultimate sightline. Weren't you beasting a sniper, Sam?
Yeah, so what I was actually going to say is, in my Spark notes, one word for this map, all capital letters, sightline, because if you spawn and then walk up the stairs, you have an immediate sight line onto the entirety of the point, to the left of the point, to the right of the point, and right into spawn. If you like can hit your shots, it's just a big fuck off sight line. It's great crack because, you know, I love bullying people at sniper. Talking balance and like every other class, it's not great.
It's just a flat bit of ground, tiny flat bit of ground with a little mountain in the middle. It's nothing else really there. For a fucking gnat named Mineland, there was no mining going on at all. It was just
land.
Just land.
There was also these kind of fenced off areas at the side, and they were kind of like little MG areas. I did like them.
until some boy was putting sentries in there.
Yeah, those were just so annoying and horrible to me because like you could put like a perfect sentry in there that is like completely covered up by like the size of a single dirt block or like a fence. And also like you could shoot through the fences. So like you could put a sentry and then the sentry would just shoot you through the fence 24/7. And also like those side paths just suck. I feel like when you do like a side path or a flank or something, it's kind of like covered, right? Like instead of just being like, oh, it's just separated by like one piece of like wood.
Say that again.
What?
One Piece?
The 7 seas?
There was no seas on this map. There was jack shit and all. It was just a fucking... My nan's barren plot of land she has up north is more interesting than this fucking map. Like, I'm sorry to say. It's just not good.
It's completely fucking busted as well. Like, we realized last second that you could enter the enemy spawn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was playing. Had a good time. Woke up to a fucking spy in my spawn. That's what I want to see. There's gotta be an F from me. I'm sorry.
I put it in this one because, like, I saw the nether and I was like, this looks cool. And it's not even in the map.
There is no nether. Fucking first clickbait in TF2 map history.
Can we reserve D for another? I think this is a C. It's not.
It's D.
No,
It's
I
D
think
in
this
my
is
opinion.
D. Well, keep in mind, Sam, there is the elusive F tier below it that is hidden, so we can put this one in D.
Oh,
too.
okay, fine. If there's an F tier below it,
There was
then
like decent fun to be had, but like, nah, just not great.
Well, it's about as much fun as you'd have on like a flat plane, because the fun I was having was just like scout MGE.
That would have been more fun in medieval mode, honestly.
I don't think even medieval mode would save it.
No, arrows.
Yeah, I
Like a
think.
big arrow out of spawn.
Yeah, no, I think this one is D.
Next map, I think, will be the greatest. We have PL Minecraft _Redstone.
Oh, this was the one with the dragon.
This was the first like genuine map. Obviously it was Minecraft themed, but it actually felt like it wasn't just blocks placed for the sake of it. It actually felt like it was, you know, laid out like a TF2 map first and then a Minecraft aesthetic added on top. There was this big ender dragon that was at the start that I completely
Flies
missed.
through the map, the behemoth of the skies.
I completely missed because I went to the last point instead of first.
Holy shit, the dragon! The dragon!
Dragon.
Oh my god!
What dragon? What dragon?
He's on our
Am
side.
I at the wrong point?
What dragon?
I'm at the wrong point.
And then there's like all these Minecraft players like PvPing around the map. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of nods to this, like, whatever community made this map. There's also some really cartoony, very Minecrafty things. For instance, the payload, when it reaches a checkpoint, it actually pushes along this, like, pig in a minecart, and you kind of follow it all the way to the final point. And there's also other kinds of interactions. There's those activator rails, and then if you push the cart over them, it actually goes through, like, a redstone signal and blows up, like, flank routes. Like, it, like, makes flank routes with TNT on the map. It's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. It's definitely a map that, like, uses the Minecraft aesthetic to its fullest, because most of these maps are just like, okay, it looks like Minecraft, but this one actually has, like, Minecraft elements to it. It has, like, Minecraft mechanics, and I think that's genuinely really awesome.
I just love the dragon. I think the dragon is so cool. He just swoops in, starts burning shit up.
It does come in and spit fire as well. I don't know if it put any of you guys on fire or like if it attacks red.
I only saw it once.
Yeah, it's like constantly like swerving back and forth on the map. But I don't know, my experience with this map is kind of weird because like I was playing engineer and I noticed that all the like building placements were like very specific. You couldn't place buildings on most high surfaces. On like all the bridges that were like above the main tracks, you couldn't place buildings.
Really?
You couldn't place a building in front of a door. You couldn't place a building next to a decoration. You couldn't place a building near a fence. I think the fence just takes like a whole lot of space for some reason. Most places you just couldn't build anything.
Guess they had very specific spots in mind.
Yeah, and I guess like some of these were so that you wouldn't have like a hellish like sentry spot. Another thing I've noticed that a lot of these other maps don't do is you don't need to jump all the time to get on top of like a block.
Oh yeah, I
don't know if you guys noticed.
That's a small
but, like,
thing.
Yeah, everything in that map was actually like ramped.
The previous map was like atrocious with that. You have to like jump every single block to get on the like control point. That was like awful. But this one, you never needed to jump. It was really cool.
This map is really big, so much variety. Feels like a genuine attempt at a map just with a Minecraft theme. Like the other ones, they were quite small, definitely like, you know, amateur like attempts, even though they were still good. This one in particular felt like someone with experience, knew what they were doing, tried really hard to make a cool map that also was Minecraft themed, and I can give it a lot of applause for that, so I'll give it an A.
Nah,
I'd go as far as give it an S, because this feels like
S
a
tier.
map.
I can't put it above
think-
Trade Minecraft. I can't do it. I'm
I
sorry.
think S tier, yeah.
S tier,
I
absolutely.
can't put it above Trade and Minecraft though. That's not gonna happen. It's just
Yeah,
not
let's
gonna
not
happen.
get him started.
Next one, ass. I'm sorry. This is the worst one in my opinion.
Can I just say, I started shouting so loud on this map that my dad, who is in another building from me, sent me a text message saying, "Shut the fuck up." That's how good this map is. It makes your dad hate you.
I feel like this server, this map might have been like better if we had like 10 players, 5v5 or something. 32 players in our server, by the way, on this tiny ass map. Felt like actual like, felt like it was some sort of riot. It was
It's
Agony.
claustrophobic as anything.
And like the other maps have been pretty small, but this one just like has such a squiggly layout, and on top of that there's all these like tree models.
exact same. They're the exact same every time. The trees, there's not a single like different tree.
There's no like proper map blocking or layout. It's just like a big flat plane with a bunch of like small dunes and then just trees that get in the way, and they're all like formed in these like most annoying fucking ways.
Just a bunch of shit everywhere. It didn't feel like there was any like thought put into it. It just felt like oh, I want to make a Minecraft. Just put blocks everywhere and then put a payload like racing. Honestly, if you zoomed out, it looked more like a Bloons TD tower defense map, not fucking not a TF2 one.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, look, it's a map with like a river running through it. And that's why I chose it. I thought this looked kind of cool. I genuinely thought when I picked it, I thought you could walk through the trees. So imagine my frustration when walking out of spawn, you can't go anywhere. All the trees, it's just like you're completely walled in. Because when you see like Minecraft trees, you know, since as a Minecraft player, you're like, I can just like break a block and walk through it. But here, like, no, you can't. Suddenly this map that would seem very open suddenly becomes the most claustrophobic thing ever, because like all those trees are basically just walls. This map is 90% wall. And last thing I want to mention is, out of all the maps we played, this one was the ugliest because it had this really like muted color scheme, as if someone like turned off the lights. It just made playing it really frustrating. It was all just like very gray and muted. It didn't really help with navigating it, I'll say that much.
One good thing I'll say about the map, and probably the only one that I remember because you brought it up, is that I do like the river. I do like the water bit. I saw a lot of fun pyro sharks.
I saw minis in the river and that was pissing me off, so I can't really give it the same praise.
Never mind, it's ruined.
There's some boys putting fucking minis in the river, and then when you go in the river, your view distance is reduced. So there's phantom minis plucking your ass hairs. It's just fucking hate it. And the worst thing as well, it wasn't some random Joe Schmo doing it. It was you, Indy. You were putting the minis in there. Fucking
I just had a
Bellend poisoning the
genius
water
idea.
supply.
I just had an
You
ingenious
ruined
idea.
the own thing you thought was cool about this map.
Well, this netizen actually is genius when you think about it. This map is a full-on F tier if everyone agrees.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure the map creator's a cool guy, but no, bro, this is not it. Lower player count might be okay. Not 32 players, bro. Cannot handle it.
Maybe 2 players max.
Maybe load it up by yourself.
Maybe just don't load it.
So we all remember that classic little map called Doomsday, and its special little game mode that is also called Special Delivery, because how specially awesome and unique it is by being the only map of its kind in existence. One map, one game mode, unless you want to count Carnival of Carnage. This map is a new Special Delivery map, and it's pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm trying to think of it without it being Minecraft. I'd say it worked. Like, if you gave it like a TF2 coat of paint, it would work.
It's basically a condensed version of Doomsday because it's all very, very small. You get out of spawn, there's basically 2 areas you can fight in. You can fight next to the rocket, or you can fight where the intelligence is. And I feel like that's like a really cool spin on Doomsday, because I feel like as awesome as Doomsday is, it's kind of big. There's a lot of like empty spaces where nothing is happening. Meanwhile, this one, things were always happening, and people were always going for the flag, which I was very surprised at. It did have that like deathmatch atmosphere, but it felt like really accessible to just go get the flag and try your hand at delivering Poopy Joe.
I really like Doomsday. I think Special Delivery is a really fun game mode, and I think the idea is good. There's only 2 problems I have with it. The one problem is that when, say if someone red has got the Australian and then they die, someone else red can't pick it up. They have to wait for it to reset. I really like Doomsday. I think it's a really fun like KD map. It's very hard to get people to do the objective because naturally how the map is like structured, it like kind of pushes everyone to like where the rocket is to keep fighting, but you kind of have to go out of your way to go get the Australian. But in this map, it kind of like pushes you down to the Australian, and then once you've got it, you naturally come back to the rocket. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
because like your spawns are like pointed towards the Australian.
Yeah, so I think design-wise, it's a bit of an improvement over Doomsday in a lot of ways.
Maybe a little bit. There's a bit more space to like fight. My biggest problem with this map is just like mainly that it doesn't do what Redstone did that was so good and so smart about it by making all of the blocks ramps that you can walk up to. Instead here there's like basically stairs everywhere. When they don't put like a ramp in the stairs that's invisible, you like bob up and down like crazy when you go up a staircase. Since the map is like full of those stairs everywhere, like on the rooftops and then the places to go up the intel, and all the like flank routes have like stairs, you are constantly having your screen shaking like crazy, and every time you're trying to shoot somebody going up a stairs, it's just like 50% chance whether or not it's going to hit, or if they're instantly going to teleport out of your sight.
I wanted to play this map halfway because of the big lava pit that has like lava waterfalls all in the middle point, and I thought that was going to be really fun. However, the lava didn't play a big part because it didn't do enough damage. Like, there were moments where I would push people into the lava and they would just swim out and start attacking me. It's like, no, you're supposed to be dead. I think that was a really big missed opportunity. That lava is like way too easy to survive. It should also set you on fire, which it doesn't. But yeah, this map is still a really fun spin on Special Delivery. At least I think so.
I only got to play this at the start, like without a full server. It's a fun time waster, but like it was very chaotic. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really remember it that much.
I thought it was good. Come on, Sam.
I think this is an overall B tier because it kind of makes some improvements on Special Delivery, but there's also many small things that hold it back from being a truly great map.
Yeah, I definitely agree on B, but I don't even think it does that many great improvements on SD. I think it's just kind of like a meh map. Like, it's some weird sight lines. I don't know. It's not. I literally wrote down, I have no thoughts on this map.
Honestly, I can't really say much else except that it's like a fun Special Delivery map and that has a Minecraft theme. I don't think it's really that bad.
If you don't want to miss our next TF2 event, make sure to join our Discord in the description so you're notified every time we do one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Lol.